Why don't you just say hello? I'm finally making a video.
Keisha said I should say, hello, I'm finally making a video. But then nobody would watch my channel, just like nobody watches hers.
And I hope everybody can hear that.
What's up, you guys? I am back and I have a book haul for you guys today. I cannot tell you the last time I have done a book haul. It is going to be a very large book haul, so let's just get right into it. The first book that I have is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. So this is a YA book about a red queen. Power is a danger scheme. I actually really don't know that much about this book, which is kind of how I like it, so on to the next one. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. All I really know is that this is a time travel book with a female protagonist. I mainly got it because I love Alexandra Bracken's writing, and her character development is always on point, and I really enjoy reading anything that she writes, even though I've only read the Darkest Mind series because that's all she's had, but you get the point. Black No More by George Schuyler. Fun fact, he was actually born in Providence, Rhode Island, which is where I'm from. This is a book, it is set in the 30s, if I remember correctly. It's about a scientist who figures out a way for black people to turn themselves white. This was very interesting. I'm definitely going to be doing a review of this book because I have already read it and I got a lot to say. Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. From what I know, this is like a book like sort of written like a letter to his child or son or something, trying to answer some of the questions about American racial inequality. Yeah, I think I said that right. But that's really all I know. It's gotten so much praise and it's really small, so I mean, even if I don't enjoy it, I won't have wasted that much time. Endgame by James Frey and Nils Johnson Shelton. If you don't know, James Frey is one half of Pittacus Lore, the author of the Lorien Legacy series, which is I Am Number 4, you know, all of that good stuff. From what I can gather, this book seems to be sort of Hunger Games-esque. All I see is 12 players, young in body, but of ancient people. So maybe Hunger Games and Greek gods meet each other? I don't really know, but it's James Frey. Instinct by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is book numero 6 in the Chronicles of Nick, and if you don't know, I've talked about this series a lot. It's actually one of the only series that I'm up to date with, and when I buy the next book in the series, I read the book. I don't know why this is one of the only ones, but it just is. It's about this boy, his name is Nick, he's living in New Orleans, and shit happens. Book of Negroes by Lawrence Hill. This is a book about Aminata Diallo. She was a slave woman, apparently super intelligent, who was made to help write the Book of Negroes, which was a list of blacks that were rewarded for servitude to the king with safe and I guess free, I think it was free passage to Nova Scotia. And the book spans decades and continents, all in the life of this woman and all of the extraordinary things that she did. And they had a mini-series on it. Actually, this is the mini-series cover. And it seems freaking awesome. I meant to watch the mini-series, but I never did. Maybe I'll do a book-to-movie adaptation situation, even though it wasn't a movie. But you get what I'm talking about. Undivided by Neal Shusterman. This is book number 4 in the Unwind Dystology. Remember, it was only supposed to be a trilogy, and then he came out with this, and we were like, what the hell are you doing? But we're still gonna read it anyway. I actually need to finish reading the book, reading the series, but it's about what is it about? Children who are unwanted get sent and they get unwound, which means their body parts get reused. It kind of touches on the whole pro-life, pro-choice debate, but in a more gruesome way. So it's really awesome, and I actually need to finish reading this series. I need to get my life together. The next 3 books are part of a series, and they are The Quantum Thief and The Fractal Prince and The Casual Angel, all by Hanu Rajanyami. I think I said that right. Some books are clearly science fiction, and then some books are clearly fantasy, and then there's the other books that kind of mesh the two together. So I just say SFF for everything, science fiction, fantasy. So yeah, it's in that category. Don't really know what it's about, but I mean, do you really need to know what a book is about if it's SFF? It's gonna be awesome anyway. Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. Scott Westerfeld is the author of the Ugly series. So this book is, from what I understand, a book about a book, and it has it goes back and forth between the girl writing the book, which is, her name is Darcy Patel. So it has is she a non-white main character? Is she brown? Patel, isn't that an Indian last name? Am I tripping? Am I being racist? That is an Indian last name, am I right? Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it goes back between her actually writing the story, and the main character of the story's name is Lizzie, and Lizzie is in the afterworlds, and it's like this dark place between life and death, and you know, all this good stuff. So it seems really good, and this book weighs a ton. Like, my arm is really hurting. Like, this book is heavy. The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. We all know who that is. All I really know is that this is I keep saying all I really know. I don't really know a lot, I guess. All I really know is that this is a thriller, mystery, thriller. I don't know shit, do I? It's about a man who is a detective, and he gotta do some stuff. He gotta detect. Brown Girl in the Ring by Nalo Hopkinson. It's either Nalo. What is your name, girl? This book takes place in a world where the rich and privileged have fled the town, and they barricaded all the po folks in the town. The poor people were forced to go old school. They started to have to learn to farm and sew and, you know, do all that good stuff. And then here come the rich folks, and now they need them for something. And it's about this one girl who has to face the facts about who her family is. And I'm thinking it's some ancient African voodoo type witchcraft. That sounds bad, but I mean it in a good way. It's a story like that, so I think it's gonna be good. Last but not least, we have The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. This is a debut novel by this author. It is going to be the first book in a trilogy about a princess claiming her throne while trying to combat an evil, maleficent sorceress. And it is about the battle between darkness and light, and yes. Some people really like deckled edges. This book has deckled edges. I, on the other hand, do not like deckled edges because they make reading a pain in the arse. It has one of those stringy bookmarky things that comes attached, and it's fancy. They trying to be fancy. I see you later, Erica Johansson, girl. Well, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in my belly, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.